Hey, good morning, everybody. Got some exciting news today that I want to share with you over at the HB. These are the first eggs of the year for us for anything, but it's actually a mangrove snake. Ooh, she's a little fired up too. She's definitely protecting the eggs. We just looked in here and, ooh, gosh, what is wrong with you? Oh, my goodness gracious. Whoa, calm down, calm down. Wow, she is a protective mama. It's okay, girl. It's all right. It's going to be okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's go. Come on, you're okay. It's all right, sweetie. I just want to put you back in here, and we're going to leave you alone. Whoa, come on now. Now again, these are mildly venomous, so getting bit by it probably isn't that big of a deal, but we certainly would prefer not to, especially right now in my life. The last thing I need is to get bit by something and have any kind of reaction to anything. So we're gonna go ahead and finally get her back. We got her egg box in there, we'll clean her up. But take a look at this, guys. We've got 2, 4, 5 mangrove snake eggs. First ones of the year, the first eggs of the year and the first mangroves of the year. We have several females gonna go this year. I keep saying every year that I don't know if I'm going to sell them or not. I haven't sold any yet, so this year, if we have a good year and actually produce, you know, say 25, 30, we will definitely sell them. So I know that there's a ton of you guys out there are like, oh my gosh, I want mangroves. Hopefully in 100, 110 days, we'll hatch these little buggers out. Now you may wonder why mama is so upset, right? There's a couple things, you know, really with colubrid snakes, they lay their eggs and they typically stay with them for a short period of time, and they really are very protective of those eggs, right? It's that maternal instinct to just go ahead and continue to try to make sure that they're protecting their eggs. But at the same time, here within a couple days, she's actually going to leave those eggs and she's going to say, I don't even care about those eggs anymore. So she's just upset. She's being a good mom, which is completely fine. And again, you know, there's a lot of predation that eats eggs in the wild. Those first couple days with mama protecting the eggs really has the ability to make sure that those eggs have a better chance of survival. Speaking about eggs surviving, why did I take the eggs? Like I had mentioned, colubrids will typically leave their eggs after 2 or 3 days at the most, some within a few hours, to be honest with you. They're finding like a root system, some kind of moist area where they can lay their eggs. And actually, I want to, number one, make sure that these eggs pop out because there was a little bit of desiccation, and already you can start to see that they're popping out a little bit. Every snake egg's a little bit different. The mangrove eggs are pretty hard. They're not as soft and pliable as, say, a python egg or some other corn snake eggs. The other thing is that we'll incubate them at about 78 to 80 degrees, and they take about 110 to 115 days to hatch. Now, a normal colubrid that incubated at the same temperature, say a corn snake or a king snake, takes about 60 days, so almost twice the length it takes for a mangrove to actually hatch. And we want to be able to keep a close eye on them, so the success rate of taking the eggs out of the cage is going to be dramatically higher than it is for leaving it in. Not to mention, once we get them out, the female will stop thinking about the eggs and go on to food quicker, which actually causes her to rebound quicker. And with colubrids, you can actually double clutch. And although mangroves don't double clutch as simple as some other colubrids, we've had great success with 2 clutches over the last few years. Now, mangrove snakes hatch pretty small. They're definitely tiny, but this is actually a yearling size right here. And this is what actually would call a melanota. So the melanotas do hatch a little bit bigger than, say, the Drosophila, Drosophila. So they're a little bit easier to take care of, and they tend to eat a little bit better too. And you can see they're definitely feisty little monkeys. Now, not a lot of people have been breeding the boega or the mangrove snake, and that's one of the reasons why you don't see them around as much, and they've really gained popularity in the last few years. And we've been fortunate, I think 4 years in a row now, to actually produce these little guys, which is really, really cool. And the captive born ones do amazing. The wild ones, quite frankly, don't do that well. We just continue to keep breeding and growing our group, and eventually we're going to actually start selling these little monkeys. Hopefully this will be the year that we produce a whole bunch of them. But as you can see, they are fun, they're beautiful, and they are high energy. With all that experience that we've had with mangrove snakes over the last 4 or 5 years, we're hoping we can kind of transfer all that knowledge to these guys here, which of course is the divergent. Now, the divergents are obviously the crown jewel of all the boega. Not a lot of people work with these guys, not a lot of people have bred them, but boy, oh boy, look at how beautiful they are. They are absolutely wonderful snakes, and with any luck, maybe next year they'll be big enough to actually give a crack at it and hopefully produce these guys. No doubt this would be the biggest success I could have in producing any boega. There's no doubt about it. And what an absolutely breathtaking snake.
He looking like he wants a little bit of snack, bruh.
Get it. Oh,
Hunter.
here we go. In the flesh.
Yeah, buddy.
Worms juiced up like the ripped.
Let's do like one last one just for fun. Whoa, 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 whoa! Changi boy.
They're getting big.
All right, guys. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, oh. Uh-oh. Let's see if he can rock climb. Look at this. How is he gonna get it out of the track? Oh, oh. Stay, boy.
exciting thing happened here at BHB today. Take a look at this, guys. Little Viper boas are born. This is the second time. Looks like Mama made a mess of her water, so we're gonna go ahead and take this out and find out how many babies are in here. And I'm telling you what, this is so weird. We'll get her all cleaned up. We'll actually get her back on some bedding. We actually use Reptile Prime about this thick. They like to bury in it, but look at that. We have 4 little babies here. Let's just take a look at this. Live babies. Look at how they look, just like Mama. How exciting. This one's already a little feisty little dude too. Look at that. Oh, it just bit me. Oh, look at, let go, buddy. It's okay. I don't want you to hurt your teeth, you know. Oh my gosh, it is really hyper, isn't it? So we've got 2, and of course we got a 3rd one here, a 4th one here. I'm assuming Mama's gonna be a little bit hyper, but obviously our live bears, which is really cool. And there's not many people that have actually captive bred these guys. We've done it now 3 times, and it's pretty cool. These are what they call infertile ova right here. So these are actually basically like babies that weren't fertilized. I just want to see, oh, there's a 5th baby. Look at that. There's a 5th baby. And who knows how many she actually has. We're just going to look through everything and just see if there's any other babies hiding anywhere. I'm going to try to move Mama without getting bitten because I know she's going to be pretty hyper. No doubt about that. Looks like that might be it. Looks like 5 babies is all we have. Got a couple slugs, and it looks like there's a chance she might have one either slug or baby left in her, but look at how cute they are. They are amazing. And like I had mentioned, not a lot of people are breeding them. Sometimes they come in from the wild, grab it, and they actually have babies. Actual captive breeding of these guys is not very common, so I'm super excited that this is our 3rd litter we've ever had. And by the way, it's the largest litter we ever had with 5. 3 or 4 was the largest beyond that. We have a couple big females that might lay too, so I mean, they are so cute. They're such a neat little Indonesian boa. I'm super happy to have 5 babies. And this is how we're gonna set these guys up. Again, we're gonna go with coconut bedding here. This is Reptile Prime. We've got a little hiding spot if they don't want to bury, and we put it pretty deep because these guys do like to burrow, and we'll just go ahead and set them up like this. Oh, this guy got me again. Eating. They are a little bit difficult when they're young, to be honest, getting them going, but once they actually eat, they actually do really well. But as babies, they can be a little tricky. In the wild, they're really eating little house geckos, and we obviously don't have that ability here, so we're doing like gecko scenting. Sometimes we do a knoll scenting. Even we've had some success with frog scenting. We set these guys up. These are the ones that were born a couple months ago. Not a whole lot bigger, but still hanging in there and doing well. I love it. I've always loved what they call the Candoia, which is a genus that the Viper boas are in. And I've told the story before. The first babies I ever produced as far as live babies was actually from a Candoia carionata, which are the Solomon Island boas, which are very similar to the Viper boas. These are Candoia asper. We now have 8 babies in the shelf and a couple more females that might drop. And I find very interesting is the fact that certain reptiles have developed a kind of venom thing, right? You know, so colubrids, there's certain ones, as a matter of fact, a lot of them feel they have some venom, whether it's rear fang venom or there's some sort of venom in their saliva itself. Certainly black throat monitors are one for sure that I've been bitten by and actually envenomated, and a lot of the monitors, including Komodo dragons, have been known to have some sort of venom delivery system. Interestingly enough, pythons and boas don't seem to have that delivery system, which I find interesting because the Viper boas look like they're venomous, right? But yet they don't have any venom, and really, to my knowledge, no boa and python actually has venom. I find it interesting. I'd like to know in the comments what you guys think, and like I've been mentioning, I want you guys to keep commenting because your comments, floods of love, are so important to me at this time. So go down in the comments and make sure you tell me what you think about this venom thing, number 1, and number 2, just tell me anything you want to tell me because I love reading your comments. And although I can't comment back to every single one, I can assure you I'm scrolling through all the comments every single day. You guys mean the world to me. But I tell you what, this little monkey here, he's one special animal.
All right, let's see if this little Milky is he even alive. Space to frog alien. Oh, look at that. I am convinced that frogs are really just descendants from a different planet. That little worm, but oh, whoa, they're blue. Did you like that? I'm not very good at this. Whoa. Are you okay?
So got some news and some bad news today, and I'm definitely troubled by this, but there's not a lot I can do about it. I found out today that I originally was going to an oncologist, and I was going to go to the U of M Oncology Pancreatic Cancer Center, and then I wanted to go to MD Anderson down in Houston, which is the best cancer center in the country, and I really had hoped that those 3 things together I could find the right thing, and MD Anderson to me was my best chance because they're so good at what they do. Unfortunately, I found out today, although I have what I thought was good insurance, I pay a lot for my insurance, I can't go to MD Anderson because I can only be treated here in Michigan with my insurance. So a couple things, guys. I mean, if you have insurance, make sure that you can travel around the country with your insurance, because if not, you're stuck in state. The good news is that U of M Pancreatic Cancer Center is also a really good cancer center. Certainly not on the caliber of MD Anderson, but I have no choice. So this is a little bit of a gut punch, I'm not gonna lie to you. And then tomorrow I have my procedure. So I'll be in tomorrow morning to start the vlog, but then I have to go get a procedure and I will be out for the rest of the day. So prayers from you guys would be really greatly appreciated. And I have to absorb this kind of bad news that I literally just found out minutes ago. So I really had high hopes to be able to be treated at MD Anderson. So now I have no choice but put all my eggs in the U of M basket and pray that they have the fortitude and knowledge to do what I need to do to get through this. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, there's a playlist that you can watch all kinds of videos. You can also hit that subscription button. It would mean a lot to me. Also, hit that like button while you're down there. Have a wonderful day, Reptile Army. Remember, be kind to someone, and I promise I'll see you in the next one.